Y'all ready? Hey y'all, welcome back. If you just watched my video on how I made the cheesecake, you're probably going, it stopped all at once. I did that on purpose. I made sure that everybody in there knew that there was a live stream coming after. So y'all come on in. Hello, Sarah. Hi, honey. There's my Steve. Hey. Now, what we're going to do on this live stream, we're going to gab. We're going to talk. I'm going to show you how this thing turned out. This is what we pray for the whole time we're making it. Because let me tell you, I've had some cheesecakes fall. I've had them crack. The water stops that. The steam really helps to cook it evenly. And so you don't have that happen. But if you know, if you make cakes, if you make different pies, you make different things, you kind of hold your breath. And you go, oh, please let it turn out. And I told my husband, I said, if I screw it up, we're just going to go buy more ingredients. Hey, Clancy. Hey, Pie Cutie. Did anyone get the notifications for the premiere? I did it a different way. And I don't know if it sent out notifications like it did. But if not, then I won't go that way again. I'll do something else. But this is not going to be a real long stream. First of all, we've got several other channels, you know, that do live streams regularly and who usually do it on Thursdays and move to other nights. I want to give a shout out to Janie and Nippy. They are having a Christmas carol singing competition on their channel on Friday night. And you can check out their channel for details on that. And I'm putting together a sing-off. If you want to enjoy that, all you have to do is challenge somebody. And we're going to do it in brackets. So one winner takes it all. I'm not going to eliminate a bunch at one time. It's going to be one-on-one competition, so it's fair. And I've got some good judges that I've asked. And if I get them, we're going to have a really great competition. And it's going to be fair. And so y'all bear with me. There's lots of good stuff coming up. And I'm going to be doing a lot more cooking videos, too, before Christmas. Oh, also, there's been a challenge issued by Pirate. So when she comes on, make sure you watch her stream. Make sure you watch where she goes. It's going to be funny. We'll have a lot of good entertainment tonight. My husband, I had told him that he could have the cheesecake, that it could be his. He said, no, I think I'm going to take it over my parents because we go over there on Thanksgiving. You know, we switch around. And I was like, really? Because I'll make another one or anything. He said, no. He said, if I start on that, I will eat the whole thing. He said, if everybody's there, I'll be too embarrassed to grab hunks full. He's so cute. Oh, Lord. And let's see who all else is in here. Hi, Angel Wings 3100. Yes, I cook. Seriously. It's, that's like, you know how everyone has their hobbies and everyone has their things. This is mine. This and crafting, and I like to sing, and I sing all the time. Lord, I sang in videos. Everybody's a critic, isn't it? Oh, I had some beautiful compliments for me singing, but then you always have haters, and they came in and they were awful. And I thought, well, don't listen. Why watch me if you don't like me? Isn't that right? Okay, I'm not going to put this in. I have a Princess House dish that this is going to go on. There's our final product. Look at it. It's so pretty. That is going to be delicious. And yes, when I took the knife and went around the edge of it, and I got a touch of graham cracker and a touch of the cheesecake. Absolutely fantastic. The only flavoring in it, cheesecake, or Philadelphia cream cheese, which is the only cream cheese I use. Sponsor me, y'all. And then vanilla and lemon juice and sugar. And you blend it in, and 3 eggs. And when you blend them in the right way, your cheesecake comes out really good. Okay, and if you touch the top of it, my hands are clean. This has been, when I cooled it, I opened the door, I let it sit. I turned the oven off. Okay, and I let it just sit there and rest. Okay, so it could cool down real slow. The slower you cool down a cheesecake, the better the consistency. So when it was cool enough in there to where I could put both hands in, then I brought it out and I put it on the stove. And I think Irish Steve-O and I were on, I hang out with Rainbow, and we got to talking. So it sat for about an hour, which is what you want. And then I covered it lightly with aluminum foil and put it in the fridge. And it's been in the fridge since probably about 9 o'clock this morning. And what time is it now? It is 7:36. Okay. Now, you've heard me talk about that this is a springform pan. If you've never used a springform pan, all it is it's shaped like a cheesecake and it has a buckle on it. And the reason it does that is I do not take the bottom part off. Like, I don't try to mess with the crust. I leave it on there and I serve from there. I will actually take the side off and just sit it on my crystal, either the Danish plate or the cake plate, either one. And, you know, but I'm going to put the topping on it. But I want to show you. See how it unbuckles? And it opens right up. Now look at that. This is a traditional cheesecake, and it was meant for a springform pan that was a little smaller than this, but this was all they had. So you see the graham crackers, and then you see the cheesecake on top. And I'm going to put a good amount of fruit. My husband likes a good amount of fruit on there. And all you need, if you want blueberries, you use blueberry filling. Okay, and then I top it off, usually with a little dab of whipped cream. And you just want to put it on there real gently. But, you know, if you take the time and you cool it right and you don't blend those eggs in harshly, you're going to get a lovely cheesecake. And, you know, this is the traditional one. It's not like the New York. The New York is different. It's much higher. You know, you'll see the pieces that are like that. And it's got flour and cornstarch, and it's got sour cream in it. And that's fine if you like that. You know, they're they just taste a little different. This is the traditional. That's what I like. Traditional. Of course, you know, I play with stuff too, but play with your food. But see, I just want a nice even layer of this blueberry pie filling. Now, if you want to get cherries and put cherry pie filling, that's great. I recommend if you're going to make your own cherry pie filling, you get bean cherries. They just seem to go with the cream cheese that's in the cheesecake. And I'm going to keep this good and cold and covered till it's time to go to my parents-in-law. And then it'll be, the car ride over there is about 2 hours. So it will be warmed up and it will be perfect to serve by the time we get there. But I just try to make it as pretty as possible. I could not find, or my husband could not find any fresh mint leaves, or I would have done a little decoration on top with some whipped cream, or, you know, I use a whipped cream blend and put 2 mint leaves there, and it's just pretty. You know, whatever you do, try to make it pretty. But if it's ugly, sometimes it tastes better. I've had cakes fall apart, and people go, oh my God, that's the best cake I ever had. And I don't know if they're lying to save my feelings or if they really think so. Okay, y'all. Oh, it's heavy. There's my cheesecake. Oh, I got a little bump on that side. Look at that. There's your cheesecake, blueberries and all. So I hope you watch the video, and if you want to make it. And by the way, this was requested by Dirty Debbie. She was like, I'm afraid to make a cheesecake. Literally, this is the easiest recipe I've ever used. And in fact, in the comments, because I got it offline, because, you know, my friend Lynn, she said, I ain't saying that's mine or like exactly like mine, but go to that one. But anyway, it turned out really real easy to do. And one lady in the review said that her granddaughter was about 10 and wanted to do it, and she did a great job on it. And that's like her thing now. And, oh, it's cold. All right, so I'm just going to leave that because I want it to, you know, not quite be room temperature, but I don't want it too cold. So I'll make sure that I put it on a lower rack in my refrigerator, so that way the consistency won't get changed. Okay, let's look at the chat. Got to get all these out of the way. I know Nightbot. I miss my parents a lot always, but it seems more during the holidays. You know, so many people get depressed at the holidays, and I do too. Like we always went to my grandparents. We go to one for lunch and one for dinner. You know, but that was in the days where every Sunday you went to see your grandparents. The whole family gathered together, and we would have, you know, a Sunday meal, usually supper, you know, because everybody had to go to church, and so we'd have supper together. And you know, I miss those Thanksgivings and Christmases, and you know, it was just a beautiful thing to have all the family together, and it's a shame people don't do that. Dory said, Stewie, not to be rude to our host, but I absolutely adore your channel. I love my Stewie. Dory, I do. And yes, he's caught me saying some things that I probably should have kept my mouth shut on, but you know me, I'm going to say what I say. And I'll apologize for it later if it hurts somebody's feelings. But he is so fair with it. And he's kind. He doesn't try to cause anybody so much grief that they're really upset. He'll take a video down. You know, all you have to do is ask if you're uncomfortable. And I think that's why we all love him. He's fair. He gets to the point, went on to watch 7-hour live streams to find the interesting part. People say, did you see what happened last night on so-and-so stream? No, you need to go to see Stewie's channel. Go to Stewie's channel. And he's got 1,100 subs now. And I'm so proud of him. I really am. Yay, Stewie. Oh, let's see. Please pray for my mama. She's in the hospital now. Oh, Lord, she broke her hip. Oh, and you just lost your daddy. I'm so sorry. I will definitely put you in my prayers. And Angela Henderson. If anybody prays like I do, you know, we have our prayer circles and stuff like that, and prayer lines, and I will definitely put you on there. But I'm always happy to do that. I remember as a kid going to different family members and travel all day long. Yeah, we did that. You know, our holidays, we had, even at Christmas, like we would open our Santa gifts, our gifts from Mom, Dad, and Santa, and each other at home. And then we would go from one grandparent to the other because they had gifts for us and we had gifts for them. And we wanted to see each side of the family. And it's funny, both families were very close. I was lucky in that. Like my two grandmothers just loved each other. They're good friends, great friends. And my grandmother still tells stories about how good my Dee was to her during times of need. But yeah, we travel all day long. Patrick, you invited the Kimbler elves to this stream. Let me tell you, they're graham crackers. It was so easy. They were the perfect size. I didn't have to do any crushing. And yeah, they did a great job. And of course, the other brand name that I use in this is Philadelphia cream cheese. I don't trust anybody else's cream cheese. Sorry. Just don't. It may be fine and dandy for you, but I want my Philadelphia cream cheese, and I used 4 8-ounce packages in this. And you know, and I do believe that's what made it so good. Oh Lord, I don't think that's gonna last to go to his parents' house. Oh well, I guess I'm going to end up making another one. He bought 2 things of blueberries. I only used 1, but yeah, he wanted blueberries. Oh. Angela, God love your heart. I know it's going to be a hard Thanksgiving and Christmas, but know that you've got love and you've got people who will pray for you. Hi, I just found this stream. I love it so much. Well, thank you, doll baby. Hit the sub, hit the like, put it in your favorites. I'd be happy to have you, you know, join us all the time. I'm going to be doing a lot of cooking videos. Now, last night I look like I've been rode hard and put up wet, but last night about wore me out, and I didn't get any sleep today. It was like, I got like 3 hours, but I learned how to use iMovies. So yay, because all I could do before was use the PC movie maker thing. But this one I finally figured out, and I'm learning. But so I was kind of proud that I figured that out today. This Friday is the 5th anniversary since I lost my mom very violently and suddenly. I had a few hours with her before she passed, and this is the time of year. It's super hard. I know I'm not alone. You know, much love. You know, my grandfather passed away the Monday after Christmas, and that's always hard for me. Because, I mean, it was like, you're our only granddaughter. We love you. And I'd say, I know I am. They literally, we love you. You're our only granddaughter. I still can hear that. If I think about them, I hear them saying that. And, you know, different phrases. But I miss my Gramsci. I'm not even going to lie. I miss him. He was a wonderful man. Hey, New York Kit Kat. I'm so happy you're in here. And yours, No Nightbot Cares says, Dory, mine will be in 5 years. Oh, you know, it's good to come together and talk about these things. There's a lot of, you know, we have beautiful memories of our holidays, but when someone passes around the holiday, a parent, you know, or loved one, it just taints it a little bit for me. You know, I always have that in the back of my mind. I wish they were here because you're getting the love and kindness from everybody else. That it's that sucker that you need, and that's SUCCOR. That's what I mean. They feed your soul. They feed your heart. Hey, Lisa, welcome back again. That's my phone. That sounds awful. Wait a minute. Hold on just. I am not saying what I about said. Oh, Lord. Yeah, there's apparently a video out. My friends are in it. They made it in. But, you know, it's about talking about Christmas. But we have to, it's hard. We almost have to force ourselves to remember that we were blessed to have our loved ones with us as long as we did. And you know what? Every year, and I spoke about this last year, when the seasons are changing and winter is coming on, it's not yet winter yet, but the time has changed, the lights change. There's a lot of different therapies that can help you with seasonal affective disorder. And I urge you to look into them. There are some, you know, just natural things to do, like light boxes, setting your lights to where you get longer, you know, longer light coming in on you, so your body doesn't change the way it reacts and the chemicals it's produced. And you know what? If it comes down to it and you're just having a miserable time, go see your doctor, go see your psychiatrist, and get on a nice antidepressant and SSRI, and take it until March. You know, that's fine to do. You know, we all need a little extra help sometimes. Nobody deserves to be unhappy. Well, hello, Miss Tammy. Oh, yeah, it doesn't, No Nightbot, when you have someone pass on that day, it weighs on you. Like, my grandmother died on 9/11. It was way after the towers, but it was 9/11, and so when that anniversary comes out and they start doing all that stuff, I'm grieving each anniversary. And it's, you know, to me, it's not that I don't care about, you know, the whole attack and everything, but that day's the day my Dee Dee left. So for me, that's what it symbolizes, and it's hard. You know what? I would love that, Steph, but I ain't making haggis. I'll do English recipes. I'll do French recipes. I love all different kinds of food, as you can tell. But I'd love to have a British cookbook. I actually have some really good antique cookbooks that like the Fanny Farmer and several different ones. And I love looking through the recipes and finding different things to do. And sometimes blending different cultures' recipes together is really good. In cooking and in life, blend. But Blend together. Stewie's my buddy. I think everybody loves Stewie. Yeah, haggis is Scottish. I know, and I got suckered into tasting it. Oh my God. Why do you eat this? This is not good. It's not right. Nobody should eat that. Oh, thank you, Lisa. You know what? I have a feeling it's not going to last till Thursday. I'll be in the kitchen tomorrow making another one, and I don't care. If he's happy, I'm happy. You know, that's one of my favorite things to feed people. Yeah, I don't know the name of Tammy's second channel, but I know she cracks me up. That jib jab that she did was a hoot. She had me on Santa's lap. Let me see. Somebody, oh, I missed a comment. I apologize. Oh, Dory, thank you. I'm glad you feel at home here. I'm glad there's good memories in every kitchen that I grew up in. And, you know, I've said this is why I film in my kitchen, because it's my happy place. You know, if I had a place just to hang, they said you gotta stay in one room all the time, it'd be my kitchen. So I could stay busy and active, and, you know, and there's a joy in making something and watch it turn out right. And then there's the second joy of seeing the people you love get to eat. And then the conversation in the middle, like when you have your mom or your grandmother, your aunts, and they're all in the kitchen together, that's home. That's home to me. But, so you know, that's why I decided to film here. Okay, let me see where my chat's going. You know, I like this beta version. You can't have people up on the panel. You have to go to do the Hangouts way to do that. But boy, this is easy. It has the chat is right here, so it's great. You just pull, honey, just pull up chair. You know, that's the thing. The family, the men would all go to the den, and they would watch football, or they would watch racing, because my grandpa's a big race car fan. He was part of the NASCAR club, one of the original members, and they would all be around the TV watching whatever was going on, and the kids would be all running around everywhere. I was in the kitchen with the women, and I loved it. I felt like I was getting an inside view of what it's like to be a grown up and be a grown woman. It's, you know, and they all, this is still my age, they all smoked. Everybody. I mean, my dad didn't smoke. Well, he smoked a pipe. He tried. He didn't like it. But all the women smoked. And they would sit around the table. Like, they'd have everything, you know, in the pots and pans and peeled and whatever. And they'd sit there and smoke and gossip. And they'd talk about different things that had happened, and who had a baby, and whose kid was a pain in the ass. But they would sit around the table and they would all smoke. And I had a stool that, at both places, I had a stool that I sat on that I loved. It was, I don't know, it was a thing. And I used to go, and they'd say, don't do that. Smoke follows beauty. Can you imagine telling your kid that now? Because they were chain smoking. They'd like one off the other. But yeah, they'd say, smoke follows beauty. Don't push it away. But it was that back when cigarettes were considered sexy and healthy, I guess. But I would sit there, I'd suffer through the smoke, and I'd sit there and hear them talk about, you know, all the secretive women things, all the secrets that women only share with other women. And it was beautiful. And at Thanksgiving and Christmas, they did the same thing. The men would go off, the kids, all my cousins would be off doing something else, and I'd be in that kitchen. So that's another good memory that I have from Thanksgiving. Love it. Stewie, I'm not rich. We're comfortable. That's what I always say when people say, "Oh, you got the." No, we're comfortable. We're what I consider middle class. You know, maybe upper middle class, but middle class. And money doesn't matter. As long as you got enough to pay your bills and get by on and be happy, you know, that's what's important. But I do like having my bills paid because I've been very poor before and it sucks. I'll tell you that right now. Oh, let me see. Yeah, Patrick, I've had the super chat option for a good while. Yeah. So, and you can also, and everything that, if anybody super chats, which I went and looked at it, and boy, they take a ton. My ad revenue is getting up there. I haven't pulled anything else on this, like everything that was donated. I just matched it and gave it to the shelter, or the rescue rather. I keep wanting to say shelter and it's a rescue. But, you know, so I've got it just sitting there, and you have to get, you're supposed to get $100 in there. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to leave it because someone someday may have an emergency and need it. So I'll just leave it in there. Dory, you did the same thing. Oh, and your mom was a smoker too. Yeah, you know what? The kitchen was always warm, even in the winter. My granny, and she had a wood stove in her kitchen. They just decided that there used to be a fireplace. Now remember, this is a really old country farmhouse, and it's beautiful. Love it. But they're used to the way they built it. They had chimneys on each side, and then there were fireplaces in every room. But you know, of course, they got an oil furnace when that was the thing, so that way it heated better. And they bricked up the fireplaces, but they still have the mantles. So they had left a place for a stovepipe in the kitchen. And I was like, what is that for? And I remember it had a real pretty scene on it. It was yellow and it had a picture in the middle of it. And Granny was like, hey, should we ever want to put a stove in here? I'm like, oh, okay. And they did. And it would be so cold upstairs because the heat system wasn't great. You know, the oil furnace, you get one room that's hotter than Hades, and then the rest of the house you're freezing. But I would run down to that wood stove every morning. Every time I went to the bathroom, you go through the kitchen, you make a detour just to get your toes warm again. But, yeah, there was always a great smell in the kitchen. There was always the smell of something really cooking and something delicious. Okay, Tammy, love you bunches. I will talk to you later, okay? Keep making them videos. You know, yep, Sunday sauce, aprons, and shirts. And we'll have to put merch out. Y'all saw my apron that says the only bitching in my kitchen is by me. So, because I do have the channel Bitching in the Kitchen. And I haven't put a lot of stuff on there. But maybe Patrick suggested, he said, you could do like a weekend roundup and call it that and put it on. Maybe I'll put it on my second channel and do that. I think that'd be fun. Tammy flips Stewie off. I wish my daughter's $1,600 a month college tuition was $480. Oh hell! You know, we were talking about that. I'm still paying student loans. I mean, my daughter is paying student loans. When we started looking, it's even paying on them. You're gonna be paying on them the rest of your life. My God, they're gonna be taking my college tuition out of my Social Security. It's ridiculous. And like back in the 70s, my father went all the way through. He's, you know, got all his degrees. And he was out of college debt like by 77. And I think he finished working on his doctorate when he was, I think that was in 72. No. I think it was in 71 or 72. I don't know. Anyway, he had it paid off in 5 years. Now that's the way it should be. And you know, I could afford to go, but you know what? I'd go back again and again and again. I could be a professional student, but I just love to read and I like to study different things. But hey, Kiki, hey, doll baby. Yeah, they're in the UK too. See, that's why make it so expensive for a kid to go to school. You know, you need either a after high school, you have to graduate high school. You need either a vocation, like a vocational degree, you know, and you need to know your business there so you can go on for a career. Because not everybody's an academic, and that's fine. You know, we need plumbers too. We need people who know how to do other things. You know, we don't need everybody studying English lit. God, that'd be boring. Everybody be talking about Dickens. But but you need to find a vocational training, or you go to college and then you figure out what career path you want to go on. And it's too expensive. It's just too expensive. There needs to be some changes made. And show me the love. Hit the thumbs up. Make me happy. Thank you, Dory. Oh, it's your last year of school. I bet you are so happy. Oh, my God. I studied 7 days a week. And, you know, I worked at it. You know, I didn't have to study before. I never did. But I enjoyed the subjects, and I enjoyed the classes that I took from majors that I got my degree in, and then the minor. Like I said, one of my minors is in criminal justice, and in that forensics. And people were going, "Oh, she knows forensics." Yeah, the forensic psychologists. I thought about doing that, but there are too many of them, because basically it's the fun job, because you get to figure out, it's like figuring out a mystery. But I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. But I really enjoyed classes, and I got my minor in it, and it comes in handy. You know, it helps me be able to gauge things a little clearer when I listen to what people say and see what they do. I would go back to school in a heartbeat if somebody else paid for it. Very happy. Yeah. Just think when you throw that cap. You know, you gotta send me a picture of you in your cap and gown. You know, it's really funny. I guess people don't realize that the thumbs down they don't do anything. Really. If you have a few more thumbs down than you do thumbs up, it doesn't matter. YouTube sees that you're just controversial and that you're bringing more people in, and they count the subs and the views and the time. And my time is always really, really good, which I'm grateful for. You know, it's just, who comes in, who is so petty and hateful that they come in and just hit, I'm going to give her a down thumb. I'm mean, but I've got power. That's so silly. Oh my God. And people need to stop. That's why I want to do the sing-off. If you have beef with somebody, challenge them to the sing-off. You know, instead of fighting and yelling and arguing, just say, okay, look, I challenge you. You know, I would love to have a lot of people in it. And I'll make sure we have a good prize. But, you know, I'm so tired of people who don't know me and they're like, oh, you did this and this. And I'm like, no, that wasn't me. You know, get the facts straight. I have been an asshole, but you got that wrong. Get it right. You know, if you're going to call me something. And, you know, I'm going to save it for the Sunday sauce. And I think I'm going to do my live stream, and then I'm going to talk about the drama and everything that's going on. And we'll just do it on Sundays, and I'll just have my little bitch fest. And I'll do it to where y'all can come up on panel. If two people want to get up there and straighten their differences out, I will be happy to mediate. But, you know, maybe we do need that, and needs it in a healthy environment. I don't know. But there's just a lot of people arguing and fussing, and, you know, they need a hobby. I always say send them some knitting needles. Something good will come out of it. But Seth MacFarlane attended school here in New England. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. You can't carry a tune in a buck. Oh. Hi, Dawn. You know what? We all can be asses at times. And, you know, you might as well expect it. Nobody's perfect all the time. But I keep hearing, oh, you're not professional. You're not professional. Y'all hear me talk? I say what? Shit. I usually I say fuck for Patrick. I drop an F-bomb for Patrick. But I'll say, look at this shit. Or something like that. But you don't hear me going after people and attack them. And like you do on other channels. But somehow I'm held to a higher standard. And you know what? That's okay. That's okay. I can be better. So, what is that? Is that a new icon for filming? Yeah, I need to bring back bitching in the kitchen, and I want to have guests. Let's say, what are you mad about? Bring you up. Oh, Lord. Yeah, but yeah, there's just too much going on. Too many people trying to make up drama. It's crazy. Yep, there was your F-bomb doll, baby. All right, my husband is about to get home, and I think ladies' night's on for those of you who watch, who watch Diane and Wendy, and I have no idea what the topic is. I'm sure there are a lot of other people on, and there's going to be later a lot on. Vinny is going to be on. Pirate is definitely going to be on. I can't wait. She tickles me to death. Watching makes you happy. And if it starts making you unhappy, turn it off. Go read a book. Watch a TV show. Call a friend. You know, talk to a neighbor. But you know, life isn't all YouTube. And, you know, we've got to be happy. Make each other happy. Make ourselves happy. But I love you too, Stephanie. I know. You know, Dory, I always say, when you show me your credentials, I'll show you mine. But Dory, the thing is, I could show them everything they said is made up. Okay, I showed one thing, and I was accused of printing it off and framing it. I have never forged a degree to frame. How stupid would that be? But, you know, I could show them the world, and they'd still say, oh, that's fake. Oh, that's fake. They do it to others. So, and they don't know my name. They don't know what name I use. They don't know what my legal name is. I've heard some people say, I was a Broadway performer, that I had claimed that I was a nurse, that I don't know pharmacology. And I'm like, when did I take a test for you? And why would I give a shit what you think about my knowledge and the span of my education? And I've never been on Broadway, and I've never been a nurse. I was an aide when I was 18. You know, like 25 years ago, I was an aide while I was in nursing school. I didn't like being either, so I switched. But people can come up with the most hilarious bullshit I've ever seen in my life. And others believe them. Others believe them. I just laugh. You gotta have to laugh, especially when they're drunk on stream saying that shit. But good night, no night bots. Good night to everyone. Kiki, much love. Dory, love you too. And I'll take care of myself, and I hope you take care of yourselves. We're having Japanese takeout tonight. I'm gonna go get some tempura. But you're so cute, Dom. Oh. Solo mom, honey, this cheesecake, you got to make it. Seriously, it's not that many ingredients in it. It's so easy, and it's good. And let me tell you, I'm saving this just a little bit in there. It's so good. I'm going to take a taste. Oh, Lord. So good night, everyone. Thank you for joining my cheesecake stream. And I hope you have a blessed night, and everybody gets rest. God knows I need some. But I love you. You love you. And if I don't see you before the holiday, if you don't catch one of my streams, happy Thanksgiving. Bye.